Welcome to episode 2 of the AI Intermediate course. Today we go from using AI in a browser to calling it directly from code. This is where you become a builder. Hey, welcome to episode 2. If you're still using ChatGPT in a browser tab to do serious work, this episode is going to change how you think about AI forever. Because here's the thing, the chat interface is just a window into a much more powerful system underneath. And builders don't use the window, they go straight to the source. That source is called the API. What is an API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. I know that sounds technical, but here's all it means. It's a way for your code to talk to someone else. Is the what I say software? Think of it like a restaurant. You sit at a table, you want food, you don't walk into the kitchen yourself, you talk to a waiter. The waiter takes your order to the kitchen makes the food, and the waiter brings it back. The waiter is the API. You make a request, the API delivers it to the AI model. The model generates a response, the API sends it back to you. That's it. Now you can order from any kitchen in the world. Your first OpenAI API call. Let's write actual code. First, open your terminal and install the OpenAI library with pip. Now look at the code on screen. It's only a few lines, but let me walk you through what each part actually does. First, we import the library and create a client. Think of the client as opening a direct line to OpenAI. Your API key goes here. That's how OpenAI knows it's you. Then we make the actual call. We tell it which model to use, GPT-4o in this case. Then we pass in messages, a system message that sets the AI's role, and a user message with what we actually want. And the response comes back, and we print the content. That's it. Run it. You just call GPT-4o from your own code. No browser, no chat box. Pure API keys, tokens, and how not to go broke. Your API key is your identity. It's how OpenAI knows it's you making the request and what to charge. Never share your API key. Never put it in code you upload to GitHub. Use environment variables. Now, about cost. Every API call uses tokens. Tokens are roughly 3/4 of a word, so 1,000 tokens is about 750 words. GPT-4o charges you per 1,000 input tokens and per 1,000 output tokens. The way to control costs, keep your system prompt short and precise. Don't send unnecessary context. And use GPT-4 for tasks that don't need the full model. A good rule of thumb. Test with Mini, switch to the full model only when you need quality, like structured outputs. Get JSON back, not paragraphs. When you're building a real product, you don't want a paragraph of text back. You want structured data you can actually use in your code. Look at the example on screen. The only change is in the system message. So we tell the AI it's a data extractor and that it must always respond in valid JSON. That's it. The AI reads the text, pulls out the name, email, and company, and returns it as a clean object. You can feed that directly into a database, a form, or the next step in your pipeline. You can also use OpenAI's response format parameter to enforce a strict JSON schema. This is what you want when you're building automated workflows where one output feeds into the next step. Anthropic Claude API, same idea, different flavor. Anthropic's Claude is a completely different AI model, so but the concept of calling it is identical. Look at the code. You install the library, create a client with your API key, and make a request. The structure is slightly different. Anthropic uses a messages object at the top level, but the idea is exactly the same. One key difference: notice there's no system message inside the messages array. Anthropic handles that separately, but the output, you get you get text back, you print it, done, and when to use which model. Here's the honest breakdown right now. GPT-4o is best for coding, structured output, tool use, and vision tasks. Claude, Opus, and Sonnet are best for long documents, nuanced writing, and following complex instructions. Gemini is best when you need Google search integration or a very long context window. And the mini models, GPT-4o Mini and Claude Haiku, are best when you need speed and low cost at scale. Or my personal rule, use Claude for writing and reasoning, GPT-4o for code and structured tasks. Benchmark both on your specific use case. Now, always, real world challenge. Build a function that takes any URL, fetches the page text, and returns a 3-bullet summary using the OpenAI API. Use the request library to fetch the page, pass the text as context, apply the RCTF prompting framework from episode 1, and return structured JSON. That is a real useful tool, and you just built it. Next episode, we go deep on RAG, how to give AI your own data so it stops hallucinating and starts being actually useful for your real world problems. See you there. That's episode 2. You now know how to call AI directly through the API. No browser, no chat box, pure code. In episode 3, we go deep on RAG, how to give AI your own data so it stops hallucinating. See you there.